Hello, welcome back to the Cozy Corner podcast. Are you feeling cozy today, Gabby?
Girl, yes, I am.
Great, me too. We want y'all to get into your cozy place, whether that be on your couch, in your bed, in your car, or on the trail running like Tina. Sit back and listen as we dive into our summer reset episode.
So, what is a summer reset? According to society / Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, a summer reset includes getting your body in shape for the hashtag hot girl summer, months of bikini wearing, and vacation taking. It means having your skin the darkest it could be and your hair the lightest. That's what society says, right? That's the goal. But in reality, your summer reset really should just be whatever you want it to be.
Yeah, I love the change of seasons because that gives us another opportunity to start over.
Yes.
And that's exactly what we want to do with our summer reset. And that's what we feel a summer reset really should mean. I love what Gabby says, that your summer reset can be anything you want it to be. And that is so true. Same thing with your New Year's resolution. It could be anything you want. So your summer reset should be just that. And that you shouldn't be pressured to fitting in to social media. There's a lot of people or a lot of girls, even boys too, showing their bodies because they have their bikinis on or their Speedos, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Because of course they're getting ready for summer, they're getting tanner, they're getting fitter. But this episode is a reminder that you are on your own journey and it's yours. So just make it the way that you want it to be.
Exactly. And I just want to say for the facts of hot girl summer is whatever you make it, so the bigger picture is it should be more inclusive rather than you can't say like, well, I'm not having this. Like you can have literally whatever you want. You just manifest it, girlfriend. But what we're doing this summer and for our summer reset episode is we wanted to take it as things we're taking in, things we're doing new, getting into, and then things we're kind of getting rid of. So to start off is I find it really interesting, some of the things that I'm getting into that I had never really gotten into before. And for this summer reset for myself, I have started, and thanks to Paige Howard, my friend that I visited in North Carolina, she got me listening / watching Murder Mystery Monday. And as we speak, I forgot to put the name. I'm going to look her up on YouTube real time because I don't want to butcher her name. I think it's Bailey Sarian. Yes, Bailey Sarian. Sarian is Sarian. She is a really cool girl who basically it's very therapeutic to watch her put on makeup. And she's just telling you some really good murder mysteries. And every Monday she has my Murder Mystery Monday. So I've been getting into that and something kind of, good for a routine. And then also,
wait, I have a question. What is that? Like she puts her makeup on?
Yeah, I know. Okay. Yeah. So it's literally, you go to YouTube. I'm a YouTube watcher. So I don't know if, so I'm a YouTube watcher. You go to YouTube, type in Bailey Sarian, which will maybe hopefully do a post or something. And use basically all those thumbnails is her beautiful makeup done up because she does really cool looks. And it's a thing, darling. I've even seen this other girl, I think her name's Haley Page or something. And she also does murder mysteries while putting on makeup. And you would think it's super dumb, not dumb. You would think it's super boring to just watch someone put on makeup because I put on makeup all the time, but it's just really therapeutic. I literally will just sit there on the couch. Maybe I'm on Pinterest or maybe there's really nothing else I'm doing. Sometimes I'm just watching because I'm just that entertained. For me, it kind of reminded me of oh, this is what it feels like to watch my mom put on makeup while she was talking to someone or talking to me. It's just natural for me to watch that. So I think that's why there's content out there for it.
And so wait, so she talks about a murder mystery.
She talks about
gives a story.
Yeah, something that's already happened, whether it's super old or maybe even recent. Yeah, it's really crazy. If obviously murder mysteries are obviously triggersome, do not watch this. But some of them, she even has ghost things, I think, just kind of all the spooky genre. And then another thing, I love it.
So that's what you do every Monday.
Listen, YouTube reminds me on Monday, but I, have the week to
Yeah,
go
of
at my own
course.
pace.
Okay.
And
Okay,
then another
cool.
thing, I don't know if I told the podcast, but I'm a Peloton Bike Plus owner. Me and Brett, we've had it for a few months now, since April. And I just want to say, I mean, there's a lot of really funny memes and videos out there that make fun of Peloton, like people, because it is very dramatic. Like, but the coaches, I love my coaches, Hannah Frank. I don't know. She's just like awesome British woman, and she's super just motivating. And so that's been something I'm trying to get doing new. It's definitely not something I'm in a routine. I'm not even going to lie to you guys, but it's in our garage. We have our third carport kind of just designated for our like little home gym. And, that's my summer reset, doing my own workout in my own space. And it's just, yeah, really fun. And then, my third
Cool.
one. My third one is honestly the truth is I am taking care of my plants finally. Like I've
Yay.
had I've had plants. I've been a plant mama for like now I can say 8 years, in different
8 years.
but the past year has been the plants that have survived and
Are
thrived.
you serious?
The rest of them, I've had friends who like did emergency, like, yeah, it was bad. And I just recognized, wow, I really suck at having plants. But now I'm like actually taking care of my plants.
Good.
It's, I put it to where it's like manifest what you need. So I have alarms literally every Monday, Wednesday, like water your plants. And now I don't even need to, do that. So
Good.
it might be little to someone, but to me, I'm like, it's kind of a milestone for, me and taking care of
Eight
something.
years, 8 years of having plants and finally getting to keep them alive. Yeah, that is
Exactly.
a milestone.
Right. Right. So, and they're like not succulents, y'all. So for some of the people out there that are like, Gabby, it's a succulent, you neglect it. I have a fiddle leaf fiddle fig leaf. I have this beautiful snake plant. I have some droopy ones that I don't know what they're called, but they're, not succulents.
Yeah,
They need water. But anyway,
cool.
that's something that's my summer reset. And I have begun to start purging things that I'm not wearing
Yay.
or not using
That's the
because
best feeling. That's the
Marie
best feeling.
Kondo, hashtag Marie Kondo is the way to go. Um, because I'm going to Orlando. I am going to Vegas next month. I am doing, these really cool experiences, but for me, like I love me some spring cleaning, summer cleaning. Like that is a vacation for me because when your own house feels new to you, it's like it hits a different spot. So those are just a few things that I've kind of started mentally journaling in my head. There's probably more, but that's probably enough for you guys to have food for thought today.
Well, they're good examples too, because maybe someone's listening and they're like, okay, what am I supposed to do? Those are great ideas.
Yeah. Well, thanks. And what about you?
Well, first of all, I want to say, I think me too. I need to do that, like do a purge of getting rid of things. It's like my favorite thing to do, honestly, is to get rid of things, just get them out of here so that I have like a fresh space so that I'm able to get more things. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm kidding. But, I mean, it's nice to get rid of things and it feels so good. So
Exactly. And this is what getting to 30 looks like, y'all. Like when we're excited to purge.
there was like a moment where I was like, let's become minimalists. And
Oh,
Edwin was
I've gone down that road. Mhm.
I just like watching the videos on YouTube. Like, wow, I wish I could be
But
like
you look
that.
at my closet and it's a joke that I'm a minimalist.
Oh
So
my gosh. Yeah, same, same. I try. Everything's just hidden in the closet or in my drawers. I have like these drawers here that I have things.
right.
Okay, so for me, what are we calling it? Summer reset. My summer
Yeah.
reset. I consider my summer reset. Well, one thing that the podcast needs to know is that I currently got a new job. So this is kind of like a life reset, really. It's like perfect
Hmm.
timing for this too, because I'm still going to be a teacher, but I'll be teaching at a new school that's closer to home, better hours. Of course, I am so sad to be leaving my precious kids that Esperanza Juvenil, and even the podcast knows how much this program that I've been working for 5 years has changed me. Um, for the better. And so I'm so sad to be leaving, but I feel peace in my heart to move on
Mhm.
and to do something new. So it'll be a challenge and it will be a change. So I'm very
Yeah.
excited. So my summer reset is part of that, like getting back into a routine. Since I've come back from Texas, which was 2 months ago, I still haven't gotten into a set routine. So I'm hoping that, or I'm working towards getting
Mhm.
back into a routine because I'm such a routine person. I have so many things that I want to do in my day that having a routine allows me to accomplish that. So some of the things that I like to do in the mornings before I even start work, I love to work out. I haven't done that in probably 3 weeks, so I need to get back into that. Um, and I don't work out to, like, look better, I always work out to feel better.
Mhm.
That's what I've.
Release endorphins and
Yeah, and as I mentioned in the last podcast, I have a lot of anxiety, and that helps with my anxiety. So getting back into that, putting working out in my routine is just what I need.
yeah.
Also, I love journaling and reading my Bibles in the morning. That always puts me in a good place. I haven't done that recently, so I want to get that back into my routine because it just makes my days better. Another thing that's really exciting is I have, I guess you can say virgin hair. Well, Gabby and I both like darkened our hair back in high
Back in
school.
high, but yeah, I feel like it's been enough time where it's definitely
But
natural.
I don't know. You did a box, right?
Oh, I've done, yeah, back in high school, we both did the box and like it
Yeah,
was
okay. Yeah, that
so
was the only
dark.
time I did it. I was like 16 years old and I did the box and I did it darker. But so yeah, I don't really consider my hair to be like, anyway, it's virgin still. So
Yeah.
I'm getting my hair done on Saturday. I'm so excited. I'm getting a balayage and we'll see how it turns out, but I'm
The Cozy
so
Corner Instagram has to be your
excited.
first place you post.
Okay, sounds good. Yes. I'll definitely I'm so excited. You have no idea. I had never felt the urge to get my hair done. I think it was my younger sister, Erica, that shout out to you, Erica, that I don't know. She got her hair done back in February. And when we were there in Texas with her, and I was like, I want to do that. She
Do
just like
it.
encouraged me. So I'm very excited to do that. So I think also I want to start taking more care of my skin, my
Mhm.
hair. I'm kind of, I guess you can say, a lazy person when it comes to taking care of myself. And I'm getting older, so I think it's important to
Yeah.
start worrying about that. I mean, so that's kind of my things that I'm going to be bringing on and trying to reset and get
Love
on with
that.
the new season. So I'm
I feel
excited.
like for you, I love that it's like very much just about aligning because for most people, there's not, it's like work continues, you are going to be working throughout summer, right? So it's just a matter of like what you're
Exactly.
doing outside of work. What can you do to just align summer reset? Love that.
Ah, thanks, Gabby.
Okay.
So
So, oh, were you
go
just,
ahead.
I was just going to say, so things I'm getting rid of an
Yeah.
opposite for a reset is okay. I have come, I don't know, it's that thing when you overthink about something and then so many people tell you you're fine, you're fine, you're fine, but you don't
Yeah.
believe, you believe them until a point and then you hear it from the one person you never even asked, but then it makes sense and then you stop overthinking about it.
Yeah.
Okay, so this was the story behind that. So I do not have a 9 to 5 job, guys, Cozy Corner listeners. I don't. I haven't had one ever, actually, other than retail that was part time.
Yeah.
So, it's definitely something that's like different for me because a lot of my friends do, which I love supporting my friends who work 9 to 5 jobs, like awesome. But I always self-inflicted what is it, negative, like I'm not successful, I'm not this. And the big question that when you're in your 20s everyone knows, well, what do you do? And you kind of like sink in a little bit and you're like, why did you even ask me that? Because I am an artist and I do get on projects every now and then. It's I'm just, sometimes you're not on anything and just living life. So I used to really compare myself. That's the bit, blatant truth. And I've
Mhm.
had I've had my mom, my sister, my boyfriend, really close loved ones tell me, don't think what other people think of you. Even if I hear one person that tells me something that I feel is, a stab at me, I take that one negative thought, right? So my Aunt Jen, my dad's older cousin, came into town, and she was actually here with us. I think I did a shout out with the Tina episode. And, after the episode, I was like, yeah, this is like kind of what I do most of the time right now. And she was like, Gabby, this is amazing. And I was like, yeah, like I'm really, because she was talking a lot about my sister's episode, which was the dream career, nonlinear. She was like, wow, like I thought that was so amazing, because she's a teacher and she really wants to kind of like almost, I think, share that with some of her students who are, struggling. And I was like, yeah, Mercedes is really career driven. Like that's, very inspiring. Like I kind of put myself under the bus. Like I need to get better at that. And she was like, Gabby, what do you mean? Like, look at what you're doing right now.
Hmm.
Like this podcast is amazing. You don't have to have a 9 to 5. Like, yes, you're not getting like money from this podcast, but you're doing something with your life. Like that's what success is. So anyways, it was something I've heard before, but hearing it from her kind of just out of left field, it totally clicked in my head. So
Hmm.
thank you, Aunt Jen, who I know is a
Hugs.
subscriber. Um, and so, yeah, that has just kind of been like this weight lifted off me, which has been very nice. And so, yeah, getting rid of negative energy is key for summer reset. Also, another thing that has been recently clicked is I do not consider myself OCD, because that is an actual diagnosis, but I do consider myself kind of annoying when it comes to like thinking I need my place clean, or thinking I need, every time I use a dish, I need to wash the dish. And like, I recently had a bunch of friends and family come in to stay with me. And, we have doggies. We're going to get our own dog, but we're taking care of doggies. Anyways, it's, the house is full of love, and it was so fun. And seeing my house not perfect was like, oh, like it's still fine. It's still beautiful. And it's still, everything is not like, it can get clean later, So that was kind of
Yeah.
a lot of my getting rid of has kind of been more mental shifts.
Yeah.
And the last thing that kind of compares to the societal norms, which I have a like actual tangible thing that like makes me feel I can't. Okay. So basically I'm like, yeah, I like talk around the point and then finally get to the point I recognize. I'm probably going to edit this out. So my last one that kind of is with the whole hot girl summer thing is needing to get tan. Guys, I am very light skinned. I sunburn and I rarely get tan after the sunburn. And I am, I'm not going to say survivor because it didn't get that bad, but I did have a melanoma. I did have skin cancer. I had to get it, surgery. I do have a, pretty big scar. So ever since 2017 or 18, when I had that, I've been kind of jealous in a way of like, oh, I want to get what I feel is pretty and what I feel is, the glow, whatever. And slowly, I think with COVID, I was like not going anywhere. So I was kind of like, whatever, I'm just white and
Yeah.
that's just who I am. And a lot of my friends who were like, Gabby, can you just like not get tan? Like, you don't need to be tan because I'd rather have you alive than, trying to get tanner. I was like, yeah, you're right. You're right. And spray tans, just, I know if you want to leave that as an advice, spray tans don't look good on me. I've already tried, but
Really? I've never seen you.
I just always look like orange and it's just not cute. But anyways, so again, another mental shift for me that I literally was in a pool with my Thea, my aunt, the other day. And she was like, Gabby, I love your skin tone. Like everything's so, I mean, I don't have tan lines because, well, I'm wearing sunscreen all the time. She's like, it looks really
Yeah.
pretty. She was like, you look really, it's so pretty to see you. So, even, and it was a compliment and I didn't take it as a weird compliment. I was just like, wow, thank you. Like someone recognizing, you know what I mean? It was just like a nice compliment for me, because I reaffirmed that like I don't need to get tanner to like be in a bathing suit in a pool, like
Yeah.
whatever. So yeah, those are my getting rid of summer reset. What about you?
Good. I like that. That reminds me because, yeah, we have these expectations, especially during the summertime, like we mentioned at the beginning, getting tan, getting fit. But that compliment, I mean, that's like so nice to hear. And that just
Yes.
it reminds me of like us. Maybe there are things in our body, of course, there's things that we
Hmm.
don't like about ourselves. And for example, maybe you want to be tanner and that's what you don't
Right.
like, that you're so light skinned, whatever. But I think what I want to say here is that we should always also just think about the things that we love about ourselves.
Yes. 100%.
So that's good. I'm happy to hear that for you, Gabby. And same, I always deal with wanting to get tan. I think it's a little bit easier for me personally to not be so sucked into what society says because I'm in Guatemala. And right now, well, to be honest, it's not even summer here.
That's true. OMG.
It's like I'm if you can see me, I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt. It's been raining all day. So I mean, for me, it's been kind of easier not, but if I were there, I know totally I've always loved getting tan in the summer because in cambio, I was gonna say in Spanish.
Oh, yeah.
Like how do you say
I
it?
love
Like
Spanglish.
like on the other hand, for
Yeah.
me, I can tan. Like I get
Yeah.
sunburn like the first time and then I get a pretty good tan. So
Yeah.
I was always like loving getting tanner. And so,
Hmm.
but getting older, like trying to take care of my skin better, knowing that the sun is not the best. So now every time I go out, I do put sunblock. The
Yeah.
sun here is super strong. And when it does get sunny, it's so, so strong and so powerful that yeah,
Yeah.
it like burnt my skin and I have like a
Dang.
permanent tan line on my neck. So I'm like,
Oh my
I need
gosh.
to wear sunscreen. You should wear sunscreen all the time. But
Yes.
anyway, okay, that was a little bit of a tangent. So for me, the things that I'm going to get rid of during my reset, I don't remember if I mentioned, but my word of the year that I said was confidence. Okay, and I've kind of lacked on that. And something I suffer with is being super self-conscious and my poor husband. I mean, like everything that he'll say to me, I take it personally. And
Mm,
it's so bad. Like I know that what he says is not just like he's not shooting at me, but I take it as if he is. And that's something I need to work on. So that's what I'm gonna try, hence a try to get rid of because it's not easy. So getting rid of being self-conscious, that's what I need to work on. And so if anybody has tips for that,
yeah. No,
I'd love to hear.
I love that. Thanks for being vulnerable and like I think saying that because I think a lot of people can relate because I think it's something maybe that it's I think that's one of the things that kind of creeps in. Like at first it's like no big deal, but then you're like, wow, like I'm actually being affected by my own lack of confidence. Yeah.
Oh my, it ruins my day sometimes. It literally
Right.
ruins my day. And so it's like just these thoughts are in my head for no reason.
Right.
I put them in there myself. I
Yeah.
mean, so
Dang.
yeah, that's what I want to get rid of.
I love that. I'm going to be praying for you, girl.
Thanks, girl. Same.
And now to summarize, summer reset can be as diverse as starting therapy or watching that one Netflix show you've been too busy for. The important thing is that you do something that makes you happy, something that fills your heart with joy and that gives you the new energies with this new season.
Yeah, we all deserve a reset, a restart. We deserve to begin again. And it doesn't always need to be at the beginning of the year, like we mentioned, for your New Year's resolutions.
Mm-hmm.
It could be at the beginning of each season, the beginning of each month, the beginning of each week, right?
Yeah.
So this summer, we want you to be able to reset, restart, reach your goals, and do something new.
Yes.
Yay.
So I think for this intention of the week, it kind of came out at me like probably when I was in bed overthinking about my whole life. But this was the positive thing that came out of that is
Woohoo.
we want to see it in action. We want to see your summer reset.
Yeah, so for this week, the intention is we would love if you guys can send us a pic or tag us in your story. We have a hashtag, hashtag summer reset. Okay, so make sure you post them on Instagram.
And if you don't have an Instagram, no problema or problema because it's like, we don't know the gender of the word.
Está bien.
Conjugations always get me. You can email us. And if you are a friend of a friend or me, or I mean, friend or family of us, just text us because we're excited to put you in our story.
Yeah, I can't wait to see all of your resets. Gabby and I will definitely be posting ours. So be on the lookout on our Instagram
Please.
At the dot cozy corner, sorry.
Yes. Yeah. Well, guys, that concludes our podcast for today. Check out our channel for past episodes and don't forget to subscribe for our future ones.
You can subscribe to our podcast at Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and even watch us on YouTube.
Yes, because I got all of our episodes up now. We'd love it if you left us a review to let us know what you think of our show. Or you can catch us on Instagram at the.cozycornerpod or send us an email at thecozycornerpod@gmail.com.
Thank y'all for listening. We're wishing you a wonderful week and catch you next time on the Cozy Corner. God bless, take care, and
adios, amigos.